Kirk refuses to accept Rasheeda's baby. "That's not mine." In the world of love, loyalty, and drama, there are few stories as compelling as the saga of Kirk Frost and Rasheeda Buckner, the two reality TV stars whose relationship has played out in front of millions of viewers on shows like Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. Their love story, riddled with heartbreak, passion, and misunderstandings, has captured the attention of fans worldwide. However, nothing has shaken their relationship more than a bombshell accusation, Rasheeda's pregnancy, and Kirk's adamant refusal to accept the child as his. The background: a history of love and drama. Before delving into the drama surrounding the baby, it's important to understand the history of Kirk and Rasheeda's relationship. The couple first met in the early 2000s, and they have been together for many years, navigating both the ups and downs of their personal and professional lives. Through the chaos of being reality TV stars, running businesses, and raising children, they've built a life together. However, like many couples in the spotlight, their relationship hasn't been without its struggles. Kirk, once a charming and smooth-talking music producer, had built a successful career and family with Rasheeda. She, on the other hand, was a fierce and independent woman with her own dreams and aspirations. Their partnership appeared to be one of mutual respect and affection, and their fans admired the way they managed to hold it all together, even under intense scrutiny. But as is often the case in the world of reality television, things aren't always as perfect as they seem on the surface. The couple's relationship was rocked when Kirk was accused of cheating on Rasheeda multiple times. Each accusation was more damaging than the last, with infidelity becoming a recurring theme in their saga. As they worked through these issues on camera, viewers witnessed their heartache, distrust, and attempts at rebuilding the broken trust. However, the most shocking moment came when Rasheeda revealed that she was pregnant again. At first, Kirk's reaction was filled with confusion and anger. He wasn't sure if the baby was even his. This revelation shook the couple to their core, as Rasheeda's pregnancy came at a time when their relationship was on fragile ground, following several public controversies and Kirk's admitted infidelities. The drama unfolds: denial and refusal. The storyline involving Rasheeda's pregnancy quickly became a central plot point in the ongoing drama of the show. As Rasheeda continued to carry the baby, Kirk was faced with a dilemma: was the baby his, or had Rasheeda betrayed him once more with another man? The tension between them grew as Kirk's doubts escalated, and he made it clear that he was unwilling to accept the child until he had proof that the baby was indeed his. "I'm not going to just accept a baby that isn't mine," Kirk declared in one of the most explosive moments of the show. His statement left Rasheeda in tears, feeling betrayed and unsupported during one of the most vulnerable times of her life. While Kirk's feelings of hurt and betrayal were understandable given their tumultuous history, his refusal to acknowledge the child as his hit Rasheeda hard. She had stood by him through thick and thin, weathering his infidelities and his mistakes, only to find herself alone in the face of a potential new life. For viewers, the situation seemed like an impossible one to navigate. On one hand, Kirk had his reasons for his doubts, as his past infidelities left him emotionally scarred and insecure. On the other hand, Rasheeda was not only dealing with the reality of her pregnancy, but also the harsh public scrutiny of her relationship with Kirk. The strain of having to explain and defend her actions, particularly when she had been nothing but faithful to him in the past, was deeply painful. The backlash: fans and family react. Kirk's refusal to accept the pregnancy sparked outrage among fans of the couple and viewers of the show. Many felt that Kirk was being insensitive and unfair, especially given the fact that Rasheeda had been a pillar of support throughout their entire relationship, even when he had made questionable decisions. How could he do this to her after everything she's been through? Fans of the couple asked. Support for Rasheeda flooded social media, with many fans expressing their outrage over Kirk's harsh treatment of her. Some even called for Kirk to be held accountable for his actions, suggesting that his refusal to accept the child was just another example of his mistreatment of Rasheeda. They argued that he had already been unfaithful multiple times, and now he was questioning the paternity of her child in front of millions of viewers. Family members and friends of the couple were also divided on the issue. Rasheeda's mother, in particular, was furious with Kirk. She openly expressed her concern that Kirk was not being the supportive partner that Rasheeda needed. "He's supposed to be there for her, not tearing her down like this," her mother said in one emotional moment. This sentiment was echoed by many of Rasheeda's fans, who believed that Kirk was putting his pride and insecurities above the needs of his wife. On the flip side, there were those who understood Kirk's position, though they acknowledged that he had gone about handling the situation poorly. Some fans sympathized with the pain Kirk must have been feeling, considering his history of infidelity. They argued that he had a right to question whether the baby was truly his, but that he should have expressed his doubts more privately, without exposing his emotional turmoil on television. The fallout: can their marriage survive? As the drama unfolded on screen, the question on everyone's mind was whether or not Kirk and Rasheeda could survive this latest blow to their marriage. The tension between them was palpable, and the cracks in their relationship were becoming more and more apparent. With Rasheeda's pregnancy at the forefront of their issues, the couple found themselves at a crossroads. Would they be able to overcome the doubts and insecurities that were tearing them apart, or was this the final straw that would break their relationship for good? For Kirk, the issue wasn't just about the baby, it was about trust. After being hurt by Rasheeda's previous actions, he had built up walls around his heart. His refusal to accept the baby as his was his way of protecting himself from further emotional damage. But it was clear that his actions were only pushing Rasheeda further away. She needed him to stand by her, to be a partner in this moment of uncertainty, and his refusal to acknowledge the child was seen as a betrayal of that partnership. Rasheeda, on the other hand, was dealing with her own emotional turmoil. She had already sacrificed so much for their family, and now she was being asked to bear the brunt of his doubts and mistrust. Throughout her pregnancy, she was left wondering if Kirk would ever fully accept their child. She longed for the man who had once stood by her side, but his refusal to believe in their family created an emotional chasm between them. The situation left fans wondering if Kirk and Rasheeda would be able to reconcile. Could Kirk work through his insecurities and accept the child as his own, or would his refusal to take responsibility lead to the breakdown of their marriage? And for Rasheeda, could she forgive Kirk for questioning her loyalty and casting doubt on the paternity of their child? A glimmer of hope. Will they make it? Despite the mounting tension and the emotional weight of the situation, there was still hope for the couple. As with many couples, the pain of the moment could eventually give way to healing and reconciliation. While Kirk's refusal to accept the baby seemed like a breaking point, the couple had weathered many storms before. Rasheeda, despite the hurt she was feeling, had always been fiercely protective of her family. She loved Kirk, and despite his faults, she saw the man she married in him. Throughout the course of their relationship, the couple had repeatedly shown resilience in the face of adversity. If there was any chance of them surviving this latest chapter, it would require Kirk to confront his fears and doubts head-on, and for Rasheeda to continue being the strong woman she had always been. The road ahead would not be easy, but their love had been tested before, and many fans believed that it could withstand even the harshest of trials. In the end, it would take time to rebuild the trust that had been broken, and perhaps even more time to accept the new life growing inside Rasheeda. But in the world of reality TV, nothing is ever truly over until the cameras stop rolling. Whether they made it through this latest challenge or not, one thing was for certain: Kirk and Rasheeda's story was far from over. The drama surrounding Kirk's refusal to accept Rasheeda's baby was not just about the paternity of the child, it was about trust, betrayal, and the complexities of love in the spotlight. The tension between the couple was a reflection of the struggles many couples face in their own relationships, magnified by the pressure of being public figures. While Kirk's actions were harsh, they were rooted in his own insecurities and pain. For Rasheeda, it was a heartbreaking moment of feeling unsupported and unloved. Whether or not the couple could survive this latest chapter would depend on their ability to confront their issues and rebuild the trust that had been shattered. For fans, the saga of Kirk and Rasheeda remained a rollercoaster of emotion, and many were left wondering what the future would hold for the couple. Could they move past the doubt, the anger, and the heartbreak? Only time would tell, but their story was a reminder of the complexities of love, especially when it plays out in front of millions of viewers.